Oh, I guess you don't have power. I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe not enough power. I don't know. All right, let's try one more time. All right, this tape deck might be done. We'll try a couple more things here. Oh wow, that's so messed up. All right, let's open up chat to see what I got. All right. Intro music's not gonna happen. Instead, you get like arm elbow pit, I guess. All right, let's make sure that's muted. Just want to see the chats. Pop out chats. Need to like make a fast way to do that. All right, I can see people. Hey, all right, soldering stream. Hey, Egon, Forrestine, what's up? Gonna build something. It's been a minute since I've done soldering beyond fixing stuff. So let's see here. I think I want to start with the safety valve because I've got these sweet tubes. Yeah, that's really unfortunate looking, but whatever. Not my intention. I think, oh, it's right here in front of me, the safety valve. This one I think is all safety. Let's see. Place jacks on this side. Let's see. All right, that looks right because we'll probably have that there. This stuff here, valve sticking out here. Yeah, it should be a pretty straightforward one. There's not a lot of components on it, and it's a cool tube distortion amp. One of the cool features built into this thing is that if there is no input, like if I have disconnected the input, it's designed to sort of self-feedback, so you can use it as a drone. And I don't know if that's going to be good or not, but have a safe journey. Yep, okay. Safety valve, let's go. I don't need this here. Let me pull up the bill of materials. Let's see here, drive.google.com. All right, so, oh, this isn't even on the right account. I think I have to open Firefox, which is fine. I don't care. Yeah, there we go. Now, if we go to Drive, we'll be able to find my folder of uploaded bills of material, bills of materials. What was I doing? We're looking for safety here. So many. Sorry, again, arm shot, but I'm trying some new. I was too lazy to change my camera mount, so it's like lower than usual. There it is, safety valve. Cool. All right, let's start with small stuff. Probably some diodes. I'll go grab the diode box. By the way, this is all like a prequel. I'm trying to, I just want to get some of the rust knocked off so I can work on the bass line next. hECKSEVEn DIY Educational VCO. That's cool. hECKSEVEn, they're already like one of my favorite brands. They went from some company I'd heard of a few times to one of my favorite brands in like a month. Let's see here. I actually don't need any diodes on this one. Kidding? I mean, other than some LEDs. Hopefully there's not any weird LEDs. I didn't look that closely. Alright, resistors. I'll go get some resistors. Should be a big box of resistors somewhere. There's one. Where's the other one? There we go. I kind of liked this label, Resistors Like Us. Labeled that during the I don't remember. Alright, I'm guessing we've got yes, some ferrite beads, aka I'm not going to use anything like that. I'm just going to use some 10-hour resistors because it doesn't matter. Noticed zero difference. Alright. Oh, hey. Nelson has been enjoying those builds a lot. That's cool. Nelson's building a hECKSEVen DIY skiff. That's pretty cool. Alright. These are usually, yeah. See, I didn't even have that movement down this time. But the ferrite beads are usually near, or 10R resistors are usually near the Eurorack IDC connector, or whatever it's called. The 10-pin power box header. Because I didn't cheap out on that. Alright, next. Let's see. Sorry, I'm going to be methodical about this one because it's been a minute. So I like to change the background color on the bill of material of the stuff that I've already done. Then, if I'm looking, so 10K, perfect. First try. I'm building a safety valve. You may have already built one, Device X. But I've been holding off because I didn't really want to find a valve, but I figured now's the time to do it. Before, yeah, poor Ukraine. Before, yeah, they sort of run out. All right, how many do I need of these? 3? One short. All right, 10K, check. Let's do these. R1, 3, and 9. All right, I spy. I will say if you're doing DIY kits, Cosmo format, like specifically Lookbum No Computer builds, typically have some of the best labels that I've seen. Not only are the resistor values labeled on there, but like handy things like polarity, direction, and stuff is like extra clearly labeled. R9. Cool, we're just looking for R3, I think. Yeah, it's the Sam's tube thingy. R3, there we go. And there's not much to it. It's like mostly resistors. I might put a few more in there. All right, that was done. Let's find a 1M resistor. Or 1K. Do we have any 1Ks? Going once, going twice. Yeah, okay, we got a few. 4. Alright. Where did I put my... There we go. My resistor freedom utensil. Let's see here. You can just plop those out. I just do it because I want to. All right. I got 4 tubes, by the way, because I don't know. Paranoid, I guess. And I only have one of these. I might build a second one. We'll see. It turns out, other than the tubes, these things aren't that hard. Like, there's not a lot of components to them. All right, 1K, so 8, 15, 10, 11. 8. Ooh, yeah, Decker's voice. So you actually are going to get that. That's pretty cool. What am I doing? 1Ks? 8. There's 11. Got 2 of the 4. 15 and 10. Okay. Where are you? There's 15. The more populated it gets, the easier it is to find stuff. But I think I probably should solder these here in a second because it's starting to get a little stabby. 1K, where are you, friend? It's 27R. Oh, there's some up here. Okay, there's R10. All right. Time to go to Solder Town. Just build the Cosmo directly between the studs in the wall. You can't find your PCB. You found your PCBs. I've got, like, you can see maybe in the background over there, well, maybe it's right behind my water bottle. There's a box of PCBs here that I'm too ashamed to bring closer to the camera. Oh, yeah. Okay, those first 2 ones were pretty rough. There we go. Now we're in business. I'm sorry, I was going to have some music, but my tape deck is misbehaving, so probably going to have to get another one or fix it. But hey, tape warble's in, so maybe maybe I shouldn't fix it. Maybe I should just make it into a tape delay with warble. Locally grown warble. Love it when you get that like nice little Hershey kiss. But this iron heats it up so much that sometimes the solder like drops through the hole to the other side, which is kind of cool, I guess. Makes desoldering slightly more annoying, but whatevs. Alright, did I miss any? That could be better. When I say better, I mean it doesn't have any solder on it. There we go. Yeah, so here's what I'm talking about. That one I just did, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, right here. See how that solder ball just came through all the way to the other side? Pretty good. Just name your wall rack the Harlequin. Yeah, Needless, I think you would enjoy Cosmo. Like, it's the only, I mean, it's the only real difference is like some of the module choices are a little bit different. But it's like they're so spaced out. Like, look how far away the components are on this. Like, it's trivial compared to the baseline. So that's why I'm doing this first. And then if I get it done pretty fast, I might start on the baseline tonight. But if not, it'll be later this week. Because I think the baseline could be really fun. And I've got the PCB courtesy of Needless Muster and Fortestein. So I should make it. All right. Also, one thing about Eurorack, I cannot believe how much time I spend on modular grid. Like, kind of cool, but also kind of annoying. No Cosmo allowed. You say that, but at some point I'm going to go on a road trip with my Cosmo stuff. All right. and I might leave it at somebody's apartment, is what I'm saying. 100K. 2K, do I need any 2Ks? Nope. 100K, there we go. 2. Modular solitaire. Yeah, it is modular solitaire. It's disgusting. But like it's necessary, like it's a really useful tool because it is so slow to move stuff around. I don't know. I guess once it's all unbolted, it's trivial, but like who wants to unbolt everything before like rearranging your rack? I don't know. I'm not calling vendors. I'd rather just do it in the grid. Yeah. In other news, I think I'm going to be getting some new oscillators, so I'm excited about that. What did I just get? 100Ks? I don't know. Let's find out. I already forgot what I just did. I'm not gonna. I have a feeling I'm gonna have trouble with the baseline. All right. Let's see. 100K. Perfect. Maybe I won't. Okay. 100Ks are R7 at 14. There shouldn't be too many left. R7. And R14. Easy peasy. Next. I almost guarantee the thumbnail for this video is going to be my armpit or my elbow pit. I don't know. Okay, now I need, okay, let's see. We got here, already did 1Ks. So this is my like box of commonly used resistors, and almost always there's one of them. Nope. We did the 100Ks. 4K7. No 4K7 this time. 470 ohm? Yes. What else? While I'm in here, already did those. 47K. I might be dangerously low on 10Ks. We'll see. 220. No. 470. Already got that. 47K. No. Alright, basically none of those. Alright, cool. This box is done. 147K. Heavy magnets. Heavy magnets would be cool. I don't know why I'm doing this. There's just one. 47K. First component is the only SMD. Yeah. So there's some of these other PCBs I have, the Telec 16 boards, I think. I want to say that right. Let's see. It just says Telec on here. These ones, they all have some really cleverly placed surface mount stuff. So I had to I didn't look that closely when I ordered parts, so I had to get some of those recently. Am I on 47K? I think I just did. Let's double check. See, it's hard to solder and talk. It's harder than you think. But so far I haven't broken any modules by doing it. So we're okay. 2K, 47K. All right. Yeah. Also helps that I've been drinking. R13. I mean, I'm just hydrating. There we go. I think I'm going to have to pull out my like third book of resistors, unless I happen to have any of these. No. Yeah, could be fun. All right. Surface mount is one of the first things I did, actually. Don't recommend jumping in with surface mount. 470, I think I just need one of these. Okay, so here's another thing. When you're looking at bill of materials, if you haven't built a lot of stuff, sometimes they write components with an R instead of a decimal. If you see that, like, or not necessarily an R, a K instead of a decimal, or whatever the value is. So like 4K7 would be 4.7K R. Anyway, you get used to it. It's weird. I used to save space. It's the simplest and best labeled connection. Okay, this one's R12. Actually, I'm not. I keep going back to measure, and this one I'm going back to measure because I actually haven't measured. I usually like to measure one out of the bag just to make sure. 470, that looks fine. Just to make sure I don't get like a bad batch. 470R, there we go. All right, now we're in the butter zone. All right. Let's make sure these are marked as done. I'm sorry, this is like the boring stuff. I need one. I don't think any 1M is in here. Let's start with 27R. Maybe way at the bottom of this side. This is the kind of thing you need to start with, one of these boxes. All right, 27. I've clearly never used these. That's cool. Oh, so you'll do, yeah. So it's a space saving thing. So if you've got a limited amount of space on the PCB, which I imagine most of the things you're building have a limited amount of space, it makes sense to be efficient and remove the decimal because you don't really need it, since you've got other characters to use. I think it tends to be on some of the building materials. I see people match it just for consistency to people, so people aren't like asking too many questions. I don't know. Anyway, what is this? 27R goes on R5, which is evading me. Oh, right there. Here you go, friend. I am almost done with the resistors, but they're all like unique values, so it's like kind of slow. I apologize. I should have waited to stream until after I'd done all those silly resistors. All right. Next. Also, the funny thing about this particular setup is they came completely in order, like out of order, which was sort of annoying. All right, next I'm looking for 470K, which will probably be up here. Too far, 470. Ooh, I have some in here. Cool. I'm gonna write that on the board though, so I don't run out. Dangerously low. All right, 470K. Hopefully I don't have a lot of these to use. All right, 470K. Back in there. Anyway, I went through and organized it. Yeah, I usually get the builds on the first try. The exception was maybe the MIDI module was in the and the dual quantizer. That thing was very difficult. R6. Did I just do R6? Nope, I didn't. Okay, cool. Not going crazy. All right, next, sorry, arm. I should, you know what? Got a Sharpie around here somewhere, huh? Next, I need 220K closer to the top. Should have gone for that first, but you know, hindsight. Yeah, these value packs are great. I've actually bought more than one. And I refill them sometimes. Okay, so 220K, 220K. We're so close to being done with resistors. We have one more after this, but it's not going to be in this box. 220K right there. Boom. All right, 1M. Let's go find you. I know I've got some 1M somewhere. No. There we go. Aha. Wait, did I order some like out here somewhere? No, I don't think so. All right. Here's another value pack, meticulously organized. Actually, let's open this upside down because I'm after the one on the top, or close to the top. Bottom? I don't know. 1N, somewhere in here. Probably that one with not very many left is my guess. This one. Yep. 1M. Probably should write that value on the chalkboard too. Right. Cool. Value. All right, yeah. What are you working on, Enthusiastic? I might have missed it. Let's see, 2VCO. Take a look in a second. All right, solder time. I love it when they're all the same direction. It makes it so fast. There was a person I saw on Colorado Modular Synth Society asking for a little help on a module, and once we got some photos of the module, it was pretty clear that, well, just double checking, everything looks good. It was pretty clear that there were places where the solder wasn't connecting the pads to the legs of the components, and I think for that person it might help. I don't know if you need a magnifying glass. That might help a little bit just to see that a little better. But two, like when you're putting the soldering iron tip on, I usually go for the pad and sort of lean the side of the soldering iron on the leg so that both get hot and the solder can sort of flow from one to the other. Anyway, what's next? Ooh, a VCO. I'm going to have to place an order for a single SMD transistor. See, that's the thing. Oh, hold on. Before I forget, I got to write 1MR on the wall so I don't forget to buy more. What was I going to say? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I'd order a single SMD part. I might get a set of SMD parts maybe, or just wait until the next, like, I tend to order like 3 to 5 bill of material orders at the same time just to save on shipping. So that's, I don't recommend buying one at a time. All right, let's mark those as done. What's next? I think probably capacitors. Let's just take a look. We've got some ceramic-y ones. Oh, are these the fancy ones? Let me double check. Make sure I'm not supposed to use the fancy capacitors. Fancy capacitors. I don't think so. Capacitor. Just one. Okay, nope, this isn't the one where I've got some fancy capacitors somewhere. Anyway, let's put the resistors away from here. Capacitors. Do I have that box handy? No. Capacitors. All right, let me double check. You know what? Before capacitors, see, this is why I wanted to do this. Before capacitors, I need to do the sockets for, well, I guess it's just one socket for the op amp. Here's my socket. My little socket. All right. Go. Oh, it's been so long. All right. Find a little divot, make sure all the legs look decent, nothing funny. It's our friend, the TLO 72. There we go. All right, pinned. Go time. Almost time for a new sponge too. Some folks tell me like not to use the sponge because it cools off the tip of the soldering iron, which is true, but I've never had any issues with that. So I operate at a high enough temperature where it doesn't matter. I do have like the coily stuff in there. I find that just as messy. Don't like it. See, these capacitors are all square. Am I just misremembering? I don't know. I'm just going to use ceramic. It's fine. Let's start with some 100 NFs. I gotta remember to be careful with this box because sometimes the dividers fall apart. Okay, so 100 NF. Nanofarad, is that the right word? Always snap them back closed. Okay, 100 NF. And these are always, there's always a couple of 100 NFs. The 104 cap right next to the op amps usually. Not always, there usually is. All right. What's next? And I like this footprint style that I got. What electrolytic or whatever. Okay, where does that one go? Guessing that's C8. Yeah, no, C7. Where are you? Right here. Oh, I'll use electrolytic. It's not the electrolytic footprint. 47 nanofarad. Yeah, I guess the sponge is a thing. I think if you have a decent soldering iron, it's not really a big deal. Okay, what am I looking for? 47 nanofarad. These right here. And it's always good to double check the number 473. 473. Oh, hey, see, this one's a 103. Good thing I checked. 473. Okay. All right, where do you go? Oh, I only need one of those. Cool. Right there. All right, let's put you back. What's next? You know what? Just a second. I got to draw something with my left hand. It's been driving me crazy. Okay. See if anybody's actually watching. Okay, then I need 10 nanofarad. Oh, that was the one I just pulled out. It was ready to go already, 103. I probably need to get some more 10s. We'll see. I'm going to take a look. 10. But I'm going to write it on the wall real quick. All right. Okay. What's next? I think that's it for ceramic, so we're on electrolytic. At least one person's watching. All right. 10 UF. I have a bunch of those somewhere, but that's not what I want to go for. First, I want the UF. The microfarad, I want to say. 10 UF. Probably 50 volt is more than enough. Well, let's double check. Yeah, I think they're fine. This shouldn't be super high voltage. Positive over here. Long leg is positive. Wait, was this the 1? No, this is 10. See, wasn't paying attention. We'll pull 2 of those, but where's the 1? Over here. 1. Yeah, it's nano, I think. Double check the label. Okay. This goes here. Wait, is there anything taller that goes on here first? Maybe the Eurorec connector. Yeah, let's do the Eurorec. I think that thing is slightly taller. Oh, these can go over here. Look at that. A keyed header, because I'm not cheap. All right, solder town. Sorry, I'm focused. We're almost to the fun part. The test. Well, that was a big old solder block. Let's get rid of that. Alright, what else? That was a terrible solder job, but I don't care. Oop, why did I turn that off? Go pull out some parts for the slope generator. Heck yeah! I love a good slope generator. Sort of related to that, I realized in my rack, I've been looking for like 3 HP modules to sort of fill up all the space. And I think there's a gap in the market in the 3 HP module market. I was looking for a 3 HP like dual slew limiter or something, right? I feel like that would be a really good one, and nope, not there. So, all right, what's next? I think just the caps on this side. Oh, and there's a diode, but that goes somewhere. All right, let's pull this sucker out. You're the lucky friend. Let's try another one. This one looks a little bit scuffed. We don't want our safety valve to have scuffs on it. At least not the first one. All right, this one looks pristine. And this won't get hot enough to worry about touching it, so yeah, not a thing. Ooh, yeah, these don't need to really be soldered, I don't think. And it looks like I poke an LED through it somehow. Did not watch the build video, but I'm going to guess that this is a 3 point whatever millimeter red LED that can come up through the bottom and light this thing up, because this doesn't put off a lot of light on its own. So I'm going to go ahead and what should I do next? So if that's the diode, I think don't need to do this yet. I think these first, yeah. Because what I'll do with the LED is I'll solder it, like I'll stick the legs through like this and then bend it around. I think is the way to go. Or wait, it goes around this way, so I'll solder it on this side. Yes, and this actually goes like this, I think. Right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so I actually had this on the wrong side. This would be like this. The LED comes around that way. All right, cool. Always helps to take a second to look at what you're doing before you mess it up. Okay, capacitor. Then some 10, 50 volts. All right. Does not matter. We'll be fine. Again, positive is the long leg. Pretty sure you got that down, but I'm just reminding myself. Okay. Solder these on, and then what else? What's next? Ooh, I should have straightened that one. Oh, it was perfectly straight already. Nice. I like to make my life difficult when desoldering by like getting these nice and flush. It just looks nice. That looks like a good set of soldering-ish. All right. What's next? I'm sorry, it's such a long, short build. What time is it? I'm doing okay on time. I think we're gonna get this done tonight. Okay, everything on this side except for the LED is soldered. Let's do the LED. And the instructions were to get the brightest 3mm LED you could find. I just have this collection, so it's just going to be this lucky LED. And hopefully it's bright. Be the brightest one? I think so. You're the brightest one I'm going to solder on here. Okay. Wait. Which leg is the short leg? The longest positive is the, I'm guessing the short leg goes to the square. Someone correct me before I solder it. There's two pads, there's no label. Just gonna guess. I'm pretty sure the short leg, the cathode, goes to the square. So, how best to do this? Because like you sort of need to like bend it around, right? Like stick it here so that it pokes through, and then bend it around. Time for some pliers. Real nice. All right. I don't know if anyone can hear me or see me, but hoping that short leg goes to the square. Oh yeah, perfect. Oh, this one's going to be a pain to solder. All right, I'm just going to do a quick search to confirm that which LED leg square. Images, there's an image I found at one point that was like my go-to for a long time, but I did enough of them I didn't have to remember, but now I have to remember. PCB. Well, usually ground is the square pad. Okay, I think this should work. If not, it's we'll probably test this out without soldering the tube in. Because I don't think I will. It's pretty tight. So I'm just going to solder the one leg on there a little bit. Then I'm going to take something that won't burn fast. Unlike my finger, maybe, I don't know, I guess I'll use my fingernail just to like push the LED in a little further. Just got to be careful to not touch the leg that you're soldering because it's hot. How's that look? That looks pretty good, I'd say. All right, next. Be right back. All right, cool. What was I doing? LED is soldered in. Look at that beauty there. Legs right there, bent around. It'll be under the beautiful socket here. Yeah, and I think those socket is tight enough where it's not gonna move too much. It should have good connection. Yeah, cool, very cool. All right, next is this side of the board. There's some stuff here for the sockets. What do I need? Let's see, back to the bill of materials. We did that, both of those are done. I need some potentiometers, B100Ks. I need your rack style power connector. That's already there. I think the next thing, oh no, I have to do this first. I should have done that earlier. I didn't see that. That's okay. It's not too hard. Not the worst mistake. So we'll probably need a matching one of these. I have a long pins one here handy. No. Really short. No. All right, I'm gonna go grab some things to cut up. Here? No, not those. Yeah, these. Here we go. Might not even have to cut it up. Let's see. Will I have the right 6? Might have a 6 pin. Ooh, with the long leads too. Perfect. Cool. So I'll do the 6 pin on the other side, right? Because then I'll do this. Yeah, 6 pin will go on this side. It's sort of backwards from how I normally do it, but whatever. Does not matter. Okay, 6. All right. All right, let's solder this thingy. Let me think. Do I solder this side? Let's see. So this is out here like this. This comes in like this. Yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm doing it right. Cool. Doing it right. Alright, talk about the long pins in a second, but that's this side. Make sure nothing else. There's an LED that'll go there. I think this is good to populate, and does this tube fit? I think this tube can go in at the very end if I want to. That's cool. No problem there. So let's do B100Ks, 3 of them, an LED, red. Not 3mm, 5. To give you an idea of how many LEDs I've used, I got a batch of 500 of these, or not 500, 100, and they're running low. Let's see. So let's get some potentiometers. Thanks to Pop Flyer on the forums for hooking me up. Well, not with these ones. those are for a different build. But with these really nice B100Ks, beautiful. They need a little bit of modification, but that's okay. Not too bad. Let's see, let's get through these beautiful, smooth, high quality potentiometers out. When I say modification, oh, nope, these ones are not keyed. This must be like a second batch I ordered. The first batch had like a little key thing, but I don't have to cut that off. That's great. Cool. Double check B100K. B100K. All right. Butter. Easy. All right. 1. 2. I love everything about these potentiometers. They're so much nicer than other ones I've used. Really nice, smooth action. Yeah, cool. DP, DT, dual pull, dual throw. So that's just a easy one. Remember, if you're an on-off on or an on-on, it doesn't really matter most of the time, but let me double check. Dual pull, dual throw, I don't know. I'm guessing it's just on-on. Where's the label, actually? That'll tell me. Let's see. Yeah, it's an on-off switch, so it's going to be on-on. Okay, you go here, you go here, and that's it for this panel. Cool. Next we mount this to the PCB. Like this. What am I hitting? Oh, right. Okay. All right. What I should have done is take these out first. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Easy peasy. I'm almost positive I'm going to run out of this entire batch of potentiometers by the end of the month. All right, cool. We'll start with these because I've got all the parts for them right here. I think I need to go get some nuts for the switch. But yeah, cool. And where's my favorite little tool? And you could probably use a rubber band to like hold this together. I don't. Cool. All right, there's that one. And I can't remember. Oh, there it is. I do have one for this. I might not reach though. Yeah, perfect. All right. Cool. That's basically that part there. I'll do the LED real quick. LED, where'd you go? Here's one. I don't know why I started with the LED. I should have started with like any of the other components. potentiometers. I've noticed on some of my Eurorack modules that I've purchased, they don't necessarily solder into like these two legs, the two big legs on the potentiometers, because they're not really all that necessary. To solder on. In fact, I would say very few of them are soldered on that I've seen. But I like to pin them down, just in case. Osmo module's got to be tough. Or something, I don't know. Why do modules have to be tough? I hope no one's watching anymore. Alright. Oh, I missed a set. Cool. Oh, you know, I should check Discord to make sure nobody's trying to stream or something. Okay, yeah, nobody's talking about streaming. Okay, cool. Next, trim these legs, and then it's 3 more components, I think, that actually need soldering. 4 total components. Need some jacks. Friends. Alright. So, the reason I like the long legs on these is because when you've got the jack sockets through here, let's see. Jacks on this side, cool. I think everything's on this side. Just a sec, I'll show you in a second. This is always like annoying to do. Okay, we got it. Alright. Cool beans. Alright, so the reason I like the long legs is so that there's a really good connection between the two pieces here. Because it's always, you might be able to see it if I hold it just right. They're always a little bit short. I haven't had many issues, but there's a couple of modules that if I hadn't done this, like they're not really the most sturdy modules on their own, then it would have been problematic. So now, gotta put this stuff on there. Typically once I've put these on, I don't need my thumb to hold this on anymore because there's a little bit of like torque. And a smart person might use like zip ties or a rubber band or something. Alright, a little bit of torque. Alright, that's nice and flush. We can solder this thing together. Easy peasy. You're waiting on the rest of the household to go to bed. Hey Shock, you've been like streaming a lot on the shrimpies, haven't you? Like, I think I see a lot of shrimps in your videos. How'd you get started? Like, how'd you find the golden shrimp? That's a relatively new group to me. Like, I think I've seen synth faster things before, but I don't think I really knew what was going on. Oh yeah, woke. Yeah, I saw the reason I spotted them was because there was a, I don't know, dank control, or not dank control, DNKTRL was streaming, and I forget who linked it to me. It was on one of the, like, who else is streaming channels or something. And I thought their audience controlled BPM was pretty rad, so they were like, look up shrimp. Are you on the shrimp server? I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Come on, just go check out the shrimps. Alright. And then they somebody sent me a DM. Basically, I asked about the BPM control, and they sent me a DM so I could join the server. I haven't done the BPM thing yet. I'm just sort of getting my feet wet on the server, seeing what's going on. But at some point, I will probably be experimenting with Twitch to see if y'all can control the BPM for me, which I think sounds like a good time. So I think that's the whole thing. I don't really gain, tone, volume. All right, let's try to blow myself up. All right, that's in there pretty good. I'm gonna go grab a power supply, and I think I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna get a power supply first to see if there's any magic. Smoke. Bench supply. One of my friends over here. Unless there's one over there still. I don't remember. Might be. No. Alright, cool. Yeah, it seems like folks there are pretty friendly, and I sort of get the impression, like, there are some folks who take themselves pretty seriously there. I get the impression there's a lot of, like, developer-y type people as well. This isn't a bad thing. It's just kind of cool. It's nice to have some variety. Oh, I might have to, that lights up. Let's find out if this cable works. I was going to say, I think I had to make some, but this will work for now. Let's go right on the end for the most distance from me and shocking myself. All right, point the caps away from me, plug it in. I see light. That's usually a good sign. That light's not on yet. Gain is up. Tone is up. No light there. Off, on. Okay, so that's the bypass light. Volume. All of these things are up. I can't tell if something smells funny. Yeah, something smells funny. Oh, that's funny. Nothing's wrong yet, but I didn't put a op amp in. Hold on. The one IC I need, I forgot to put in. So this looks like probably some TLS-72s, yeah. All right. But yeah, something definitely smells a little funny. All right. Hello, op amp. Nothing was hot though. That's, I don't know. I'm going to turn off the soldering iron just in case things are chaotic. Yep. Cool. Don't like plugging that in. I might. Different thing there. Ooh, I saw something light up briefly. Oh, there we go. Yeah, something smells. Weird. I don't know what it is. I don't see anything burning. That's not hot. None of those have blown. Might be those resistors. Well, that resistor there is unhappy. I'm going to unplug this. That resistor is black. That's what I was smelling. Tube's not hot though, so that's good. Let's put you away from where I am. Alright, so what's going on here? There's a resistor that is clearly very, very angry. I think this means I'm going to have to debug this. What does that mean? Okay, so you're both 100 NF. Yeah. Where's that 3CA? Those are all good. The capacitors are good. Resistors here, fine. That resistor turned black. It kind of smells good though. Weird. Okay, it's cooled down enough to touch, but it's the, I think 22R R5 or something like that. 27R, is that what it says? 27R. 27R. Yeah, so something is not right. Too much voltage is going through that 27R resistor. I guess it's multimeter time. You know what? Let's just test some stuff. Marmite is the best heatsink. All right. I'm gonna guess you're still at 27R despite how nice and crispy you got. The next one's supposed to be 1K, both 1Ks. So I'm just gonna check like neighboring resistors. I'm just making sure the resistances on everything is correct, you know, like that's a good starting point. Okay, what are you supposed to be? We're 70R. Yeah, that should be. That looks like 470R to me. 100K. Yep. 10K. Yep. 10K. Yep. Double check this one. That one might not. Yeah, it looks good. It's a little low, but not super low. Let's see, R13 is supposed to be 47K, I think. Yep. So far, everything is proper. 10K. This isn't going to be as bad to do as I thought. 220K. 2.2 or 0.2. Yeah. That's correct. 100K. the fun part of builds. 1M. Why do I feel like this 1M is not right? What might be the culprit there? We'll see. 470K. Yep. Okay, next. 1K, I think. Yep. Okay. 1K down here, and I think this is the last resistor. Yep. All right. So the only two weird ones were this 10K and this 1M. I'm going to see if I can find another 1M to compare with. Not fun. It is supposed to be 1M, right? Yeah. These are annoying. Let's just make sure I'm not crazy. Back to 20M. 1. Okay. And this one is... I'm thinking the 1M resistor is the problem. That was a really low reading. So I think what I'm going to do is a really sketchy desolder and solder job so I don't have to take all the bolts off. I guess it's not that many bolts, but do I want to do this right? Yeah, we'll do it right, I guess. First, let's get a 1M. Double check before I put it away. If I decide not to use the recommended parts by using different resistors and op amps, will the module have different unique sound or will it blow up? I guess that depends on the module. This one I haven't looked close enough at the circuit. In this case, it blew up because I think that 1M resistor I put in there is probably actually like 1K or maybe 100K or something. It could have also gotten hot and fried or something, but I'm thinking that's the problem. So what I'm going to do is as fast as I can take all these off. Yeah, it also depends on if it's analog or digital. I think like if you're building an analog oscillator, changing resistor values and in particular capacitor values will change like essentially the pitch slope, like when you're tuning it, how fast things move. Again, that sort of depends on the thing, but like on the Mega Drone, if I swap, the reason I put hot swappable capacitors in there at first was because I wanted to test out different capacitor values on it. All right, cool. All right, that wasn't so bad. Now let's get rid of that 1M. I'm just really curious what it is, so what I'm going to do is sort of pull on it a little bit, probably burn my fingers. First, let's turn on the soldering iron. All right, while that's happening, hydrate. All right. Well, I'm just cheap. I happen to have regular sockets. That's really the real reason. All right. So this is a bad idea. To burn my fingers. Oh yeah, we got one side off. And normally I would just cut the resistor in half, but I really just am curious if it's going to read as 1M right now or not. What happened with you, my friend? 0.45. So this is not a 1M resistor. Oh, I should have compared the stripes, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be 1M. All right, so this one is. Yeah, that would probably do it. I may not even. I should replace the other one too. Why not? It had a hard life. Briefly. Okay, so this is where things are kind of annoying because I have to remove the solder from one of the sides. Easy peasy. Alright, that should do it. The reason I only need to do it on one of the sides is because the other one I can just heat up the solder while holding it. Which again, not a good idea, but when you're lazy, cool. Let's get that other leg in there. Alright, and now it's in a good spot where I can just heat that up, push it through, good as new. A little bit of solder. And I may actually test this without putting the panel back on. Because that 27R is still 27. Alright, what do you think? Should I test it right now? I'm just going to test it. I don't think it's dangerous or anything. Or not particularly dangerous. Alright, that's nice and seated. Go ahead and get my power friend over here. Nothing blew up last time, so I doubt anything will blow up this time, but, you know. Alright, I'm just going to sort of stand back. And last time it took that thing a little bit to sort of start flashing. Oh, 27's pissed again. Yeah, something ain't right. I think at this point, I don't really know what to do because double check the resistor values. Something's getting too hot. I'm going to check that 1M. It's not hot. I'm just like a little paranoid about touching stuff. Still. Yeah, that one's still good. Okay, so that one's good. Just feeling around. Not too dangerous. What is dangerous is leaving this plugged in, because like if I drop like a socket on here, you can short things. So move that over there. Let those LEDs discharge. Okay. All right. What's next? What's the next thing to change? Could pop out that 27R, but I think that one's still doing its job the way it's supposed to. Those are all connected. Those are connected. These are 10. That's 1. That's nothing's particularly hot there. My best guess, maybe this 10K. I feel like that 1M would have been the solution, but let me double check that 470R too. I don't know. I know what I did. I made it worse. Alright, I don't even need to check to know what I did. Okay. I'm gonna pull this friend out. I actually replaced the wrong one. Which is cool. Alright, let's see what this was what the 1M I was supposed to replace. All right. And it is 1M, so it's not something funny happening. I'm going to check for shorts. I don't see any shorts. But what else would it be, right? Had the right values in there. That one needs to be pulled as well. I don't know why I'm being delicate about this, but whatever. Pride, probably. Okay, so those, I'm just gonna put those in the betrayal pile, even though one of them was probably fine. Alright, so I'm just looking around where 1M was, because when I was checking this, it wasn't reading as 1M, which to me indicates maybe there's a short nearby. That looks clear, that looks clear, that looks clear. These are fine. That poor 27R is going to sacrifice itself. I don't know. I wonder if it's because this isn't soldered in. But then once it's soldered in, that's kind of annoying, because if that tube doesn't work, yeah, that's what. Yeah, in circuit it might read different too. I just don't know what else it would be. The only other funny one in circuit might be 100K. Yeah, that was fine. The 10K was funny. It's like only 9, but I don't think 1K is gonna matter for that. Maybe I pull that 10K as well while I'm at it, just to double check. So I think it's the only one that didn't read quite right, and it, like Device X said, things read differently in circuit. But try not to burn myself. There we go. And again, I'm trying to take this carefully out so that I can actually measure it afterwards. If I cut it in half, it's not quite the same. All right, so we should be 10K. Yeah, perfectly 10K. I don't know. All resistors are the right values. Capacitors aren't getting hot. The TLO 72 is the right direction. Power connector is the right way around. I don't know. If anyone has any ideas, let me know. I could try putting all those resistors back and then soldering the socket on, which would be kind of amazing. Well, yeah, plug it in with that tube. Let's do that. All right. Resistors. Where's that 1M that I keep having to dig out? Could reuse those, but it's so fiddly. I'm not worth it. Let's see. Somewhere in here. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. All right, need 1M. I apologize. This is kind of like a rerun at this point, but you know, not everything's first try. Could be the tube not making all the right connections. I don't think so. That's what I'm going to check. By plugging it in without the tube, that would rule out one thing maybe. I don't know. Because the other option is to solder the tube on, and that's like kind of a nightmare to remove. If you've ever had to do that. So this is the 1M. Goes here. Yeah, I'm going to have to use my friend here. Let's see, which of these am I pulling? Okay. Just get them all. I love solder braid. Does the job. Except when I use way too much solder. That was a little funky. Not great. Oh, it's so fiddly. You don't really want to touch the solder braid once it heats up, for hand burning reasons. I don't know, it's mad at me. I'm going to cut it off a little shorter. All right. There we go. All right, good enough on that one. And then we have this one over here to get. Which is that one? Okay. Oops. There we go. That's what I like to see. I don't know. That one I'll just have to do a bodge job on. Okay. From the 12 volt through the tubes. Oh, from the minus 12 through the tube to ground. So somewhere along that path is the problem. I agree with you. This 1M in there. Move on. Alright, then I need that 470K and 10K. 10K somewhere in here. Okay. I think the 470K was in this box. Let's do 10K first. Oh, Russian Doll is really good. I haven't seen the new season yet, but I'm excited. Actually, I don't know if they released the new season or if they're doing an episode at a time or what, but this is 10K. Genuinely don't know what I messed up on this one. And 470K. Down here. Oh, cool. Season 2's out. That's great. I just finished, let's say Euphoria. Euphoria is definitely not for the faint of heart. Alright, this one I've kind of got a bodge because I sort of messed up the desoldering. So, do this thing. Oh no, that's not good. How am I going to do this without burning my hand? Guess I'm just going to burn my hand. There we go. Pliers. No, I'm just going to burn my hand. Let's go. There we go. All right, and this one I'm going to solder on the top in a second. We'll see. I'll do one of the legs on top, I guess. Just to ensure really solid solder. There we go. Now it's happy. Okay. All right. I feel like at this point I should just go to bed because if I don't get this, I'm going to be thinking about this all night. But I'm not gonna. Okay. So, if the socket is not plugged in, if this tube is not plugged in, nothing bad should happen, right? What do you think? Oh, shoot. I don't really worried about that resistor. I mean, nothing bad is happening right now. Should I try a different tube? Yeah, why not? And I think for safety's sake, because it is the safety valve, I'm going to put this in here while it's unplugged. Okay, seems to make a good connection. Like, those are pretty tight. I think it's going to do the same thing as before. Light up briefly. Yeah, it gets real hot real fast. So something about the tube makes it unhappy. I wonder... No, those aren't shorted there. Thought that might be a potential cause. Okay, so whatever the problem is, it's in series with the tube. That's cool. I'm gonna go to bed and look at the schematic. That poor 27R. Yeah. Like I don't. All of the solder spots look good. There's no. This is the wrong kind of tube, maybe. Let's look at my tube receipt. It entirely could be the tube. Let's see, eBay. My eBay. No, purchase history. ECC 83, right? ECC 83, 12AX7. 12AX7, that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be 12AX7, but this only has other markings on it. I don't see anything that says 12AX7 on it, so it could be the wrong tube. Which would suck, because these were very not cheap. I don't know. 6N2P. I think these are right. Try not to break stuff. Whoop. Oh. I'm gonna guess. Let me look at the pinout and see if they're the. See, these are the wrong tubes, I think. At least those two are. I think the pinout's different, which means that probably just shorting. Let's try this one. Teach me to read carefully. 6N2P. Yeah, so let me share a thing. I don't even know if I can. I guess I could just point this at a screen. Let me get a screen where I'm not logged into my stuff. Okay. All right, not logged in. Okay, so here's what I'm looking at. This listing here, which when you read it, says all these things, says the right things right here and here. But it's not clear if they're all the same to me or not. But if I go further down the rabbit hole and look at, I think, this image here, you can see the pinout on the top versus the pinout on the bottom, whereas the one on the top, or the bottom right pin goes to ground. I don't know if that makes a difference. Because I'm pretty sure this is the 6N2P. Don't know enough about circuits to tell you either way. Anyway, I think they're probably the wrong tubes. Bums me out. But I didn't think to look closer at it. Who would? Classic tubeware Kunishtak. Like, they're pretty similar. They just have that 9th pin looks a little different from one to the other, I think. One goes to ground. It's probably where that short is coming from. Wonder. I don't know. Let's see. Let's click on this thing. Yeah, pretty sure this is what I have, which is different than this, which is annoying. Okay, that's cool. I'll have to find a use for these later, I guess. Build fail. Alright. On that note, I'm gonna go binge watch some Netflix, I think. It's like ready to go. I mean, I guess I could put it together. I think this is like built right. Like, I don't think I messed up there. I think it's just the wrong part. So, cool. Rad. I might as well just put this together real quick just because I don't want to damage it. This is like the opposite of a victory lap, like a sadness lap. But on the bright side, once I get the right part, all I have left to do is plug it in. The sad thing is I think I need to get the part from the Ukraine, and they're in trouble. Maybe I'll order from the Ukraine anyway, and if I don't get the part, that's fine. They can consider it a donation. Yeah, 12 hECKSEVEn. I think that's what I'm going to look for. I forget what I looked for last time. It was like at the tail end of ordering from like 10 bills of materials. So clearly I messed up. Shock value, I'm about 2 seconds from wrapping up. I'm just tightening these, and then I'm going to get out of here. I don't want to look at this failure anymore. Yeah, I'll see if I can find those, because I'll hit you up if I need them, but I think I'm good. But have a good evening. Shock value, keep us entertained. Bye. Wait. Hey.